Alright folks, me and Bob are back out in the woods again today. Hunting around. I haven't found anything yet, but Bob got a first goodie. He got a killer, huge musket ball. That might even be like 50 something to 60 something caliber. And it's got a nice sprue on top. Check that sprue out. That's the nub where they molded it and then cut the top off. It would have had like a little thing coming up off the top. I can't think of that word. Protrusion. Very cool. That's a nice oldie. Could be from the Seminole War. It's a lot of lead for hunting. Civilian calibers are usually much smaller for hunting game and stuff. Alright folks, I just took a nice deep 70s signal out of the hole. It's reading about like 50s, 60s. Check this out. This is like really cool. Don't normally find ones like this. This is a huge rimfire cartridge. That is a very large caliber. It's got an H on the back. I believe that is for Henry, for like a Henry repeater. There's the H, and you see it's got two strikes on it. At the bottom of this base, it would have had fulminated mercury, and that basically is what was in percussion caps. So the very first cartridges like this. This is a very large caliber. This has got to be like 1860s, 70s, 80s. Probably right around like 1870s, I would think. It was struck twice. When they struck the cap here, it didn't go off. So they struck it again on the other side, and it went off and it fired. That is a very large one. That's got to be, I don't even know, 54 to 60 something maybe. That is a large caliber. Very large. That's awesome. Got a nice little mid 40 signal, and it's a button. I already checked, it's not a nickel. It's like a 4-hole button. Oh, U.S. Army. That's got to be World War II. U.S. Army. And it could be World War I, but probably World War II. 4-hole U.S. Army button. Might not be underwear. It might be HBT or something like that. I'll look it up though. U.S. Army. Alright folks, you're not gonna freaking believe this crap. My word. This is amazing. You just do not freaking see this. And it's happened like so many times this week. This is awesome, especially down here. Check this freaking out. This is insane. So cool. I mean, it's probably not too insane for you northern folks, but down here, this is awesome. Check this out. I'm kind of following a deer trail right here. I got a signal right under this bush. Do you freaking see that? That is a rack laying right there, and look right next to it. There's a pair right there. Like he sneezed and the buck was coming around. Achoo! And the freaking rack just fell right there. It must have been coming this way. It's definitely not from this year. But that is a matching set, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, that is awesome. Oh, you know what? That is from this year, I think. Look at the base. That might be from this year. I think it's just chewed up a little bit. Wow. Yeah, that might be from this year. That is insane. We got a matching set. 8-pointer. Still got color. The base, it's been a couple months and it's a little mossy, so it's either from this year or from last year, but who would have frickin' thunk it? That just does not happen, and it does not happen very often. You get the match and set laying right next to each other. Too bad we didn't find it like right when they dropped, because then they would have been absolutely beautiful. But these will clean up. All the ones that I find clean up. Just got a little nibble right on the end there from a squirrel or something, but other than that, they're completely intact. Just a tiny little bit. Wonderful. Right next to each other. I cannot freaking believe that. Now that is the best find of the day by far right there. Awesome. I can't believe that. I hit it with the metal detector and looked down, and sure enough, two of them right next to each other. Amazing. Alright folks, I found a iron patch right here, and the ground is like real dark and like black. More so back there where there's a bunch of iron and stuff, and I got like a 81 signal right on top of the ground. I thought it was like just modern junk because I dug a pull tab right there, but we have a coin, and I think it's old, or at least semi-old. Doesn't look like a fresh drop. It looks black. Well, I see Lincoln on there, so it's not silver. I cannot see a date. It's a Wheatie! Alright. I know, everything's getting soaked. I am just sweating. It's like 105 degrees right now. Ridiculously hot. I'm going to try to scrape this up so we can get a date. Well, there you have it, 1955. So it's not that old, but old enough for silver around here, so we'll hang out here for a bit. I'm really looking for like Seminole War camps and stuff out here right now. But yeah, 1955. It's about 130 years too late, but that's good. I'm pleased with that. Dinosaur tracks! Now, that's Turkey. Turkey I just showed you. Sure does look like some prehistoric dinosaur. Alright folks, it's wrap up time. Let's go over the finds here. It's not so much quantity, but more than a little bit of quality, so let's go over it. I got Bob's finds here. He found a valve stem, Schrader valve stem cover. He got a nice mold seam on this musket ball and the sprue. The mold seam is off too, so that's a nice oldie. I guarantee you that that's Seminole War era, or even earlier than that. And he got a 1944 wheat penny. Nice. I got the like Henry repeating cartridge. Pretty big caliber, probably like 54 caliber or so, if not a little bit more than that. Got the H on the back, it was fired twice. We got a U.S. Army button, probably World War I. Yeah, it looks like it's lead, but it can't be lead. I bet you it's copper. Like some kind of copper alloy. U.S. Army. And my best finds, the two sheds. Pairs dropped right next to each other. Looking at the bases, they're probably from this past few months ago. They're still a little white, still look a little fresh. They could be from last year's, but don't know. Great little day. I'm pleased with that. I really am.